Boom. Wow. Stop.
Welcome to There's More to Midlife Than Menopause, the podcast where we celebrate the incredible journey of midlife. Because, ladies, it's not just about menopause. I'm Sharon Cliff, your host and fellow midlife queen. Midlife isn't a crisis, it is your best chapter yet. But let's be real, there's hot flushes, brain fog, and energy dips. This is your go to podcast for real talk on perimenopause, menopause, hormones, confidence, relationships, and feeling sexy, strong, and fulfilled. Some weeks it's just you and me, and others I'll bring in some experts. Trust me, your best chapter is just getting started. This isn't just a change of life, it's a midlife movement. So grab a coffee or a champagne and listen up. Welcome back to There's More to Midlife Than Menopause podcast. Today we're talking about the thing that drives us all mad, brain fog. You know, when you walk into a room and you forget why you're there, or you're mid-sentence and poof, your thoughts disappear. You can't remember the name of the person that you're talking to, or you can't remember the place that you've just been on holidays, or you can't remember where you put your car keys. Sound familiar? Well, we've all been there. Let's unpack what's really happening inside that beautiful brain of yours. What the hell is brain fog anyway? Brain fog isn't just getting old. No, it's actually your body and brain trying to adjust to all the things and changes happening in midlife, from your hormones to your sleep, to nutrition, to stress levels, and even your movement or lack of. Now, estrogen, our queen hormone, plays a huge role in brain function. And when she starts packing her bags during perimenopause, our memory, focus, and mental clarity can take a nosedive. Add in the usual chaos, juggling work, family, and life. It is no wonder your brain is feeling like it's buffering 24/7. So, who gets it worst? Brain fog doesn't play fair, but it does tend to hit hard if you're a mum with kids and teenagers at home. Hello, mental overload. A woman dealing with chronic illness like autoimmune disease or thyroid issues, and someone who is already juggling anxiety, depression, or ADHD. Yes, ADHD does often show up in midlife, and I've heard a lot of women lately sharing that they've recently been diagnosed with ADHD in their 40s and 50s. And let's not forget, if you are stressed to the max or you're running on caffeine fumes or the dregs in the bowl of the wine bottle, brain fog loves to stick around. So, what can you do about brain fog? The brain fog fix. Well, the good news is you are not stuck with brain fog forever. Here's your midlife brain fog fix. It is simple and practical tips that you can start using today. Number 1, move your body, move your mind. Now, learning new skills, moving your body in fun ways. Think dance classes, pole dancing classes, hiking, or even gardening can actually retrain your brain. It's like giving your brain a juicy little challenge, and it loves it. Number 2, feed your brain, literally. Your brain's very picky. It wants quality fats, plenty of water, and the right nutrients to stay sharp. Adding things like omega-3s, leafy greens, berries, and healthy fats like avocado and nuts. Oh, and don't forget hydration. It is your new BFF. Ladies, we've got the dry eyes, the dry mouth, and the dry vajayjay. Hydration is definitely your BFF in midlife. Number 3, create a brain-friendly environment. You're like, what? If your brain is prone to sensory overload, noisy rooms, too much clutter, too much going on, you need to make your space brain-friendly. So less chaos, happier brain. Less chaos, happier brain. Think soft lighting, background music that you love, and maybe a little aromatherapy, some oils, some candles, thrown in for a bit of good measure. Number 4, give yourself permission to pause. Give yourself permission to pause. Brain fog thrives on overwhelm. If you slow down, write lists. Now, ladies, I love a good list. I've got lists on my whiteboard, lists on phones in my notes, list on my Google Calendar. Write lists. Set reminders. I've got reminders on my Google Calendar. My alarm on my phone has about 3 or 4 throughout the day. Set reminders and embrace a slower pace when you need it. Embrace a slower pace when you need it. There is nothing wrong with giving your mind some breathing room. So again, give yourself permission to pause. Embrace a slower pace. Number 5, brain training fun. Think back to games when you were younger. You need to keep your brain playful. Puzzles, word games, whether it be on your phone or going to the newsagents and grabbing that puzzle book. Even learning something totally new. Yeah. Cooking or painting. Who doesn't love paint and sip? You're combining two things. Drinking, painting, getting together with your friends. Sounds perfect. The novelty will keep your brain firing. So, we've got all the tips. We know what to do. But when do we ask for help? If your brain feels overloaded, if your brain fog feels extreme. Now, I can coach you in the support and elements that I have trained in. What I can't help you with is if you're forgetting important things at work or struggling to find things or struggling to follow conversations, don't just write it off. You might need to talk to your GP. I can't help you with that. I'm not a trained GP. They might need to check your iron, your thyroid, or your hormones. If you need other support, then you can find that in someone like me. If you want help with nutrition, with some exercises, with things to slow your brain down, helping with strategies to pause, I can help you with that. Now, if you feel that your brain has been replaced with a giant ball of cotton wool, you are not alone and you are definitely not losing it. You may lose your keys, but you're not losing your brain. Brain fog is real, but with the right tools, you can clear that mental mist and feel like yourself again. So if today's episode hit home, be sure to subscribe and share it with your fellow midlife queens. If you remember, that's why you need to subscribe so you don't forget. Leave a review. I'd love to know what you thought of this episode. And when you do that, it helps more women find the show. Now, I have something great for you. If you want my free Midlife Brain Fog Fix, the link will be in the show notes. Now, midlife brain fog is not about losing your mind. You may be losing your keys, but not your mind. So the Midlife Brain Fog Fix Guide is packed with simple habits, cheeky mindset shifts, and nutrition tips to fuel the fabulous brain of yours. So if you've ever walked into a room and forgotten why, again, it's time to clear the mental fog and get your sharp self sassy back. Or your sassy self back, whichever way you want to say it. So if you want to get my Midlife Brain Fog Fix Guide, follow the link in the show notes or hit me up on Instagram, the Sharon Cliff, drop me a DM and put in brain fog fix, and I will send you through the guide. It is free. It's full of amazing tips. And until next week, there is more to midlife than menopause. And that's a wrap for today's episode of There's More to Midlife Than Menopause. This isn't just a change of life, it's a midlife movement. If you've loved what you've heard, be sure to subscribe, leave a review, and share this podcast with your fellow midlife queens. Follow me on Instagram and let's spread the word that there's more to midlife than menopause.
What?